Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Nate here. It is Thursday, October 20th, so we'll kick off Thursday Thoughts today by talking about two recently announced smartphones. The first one is the Droid Razr by Motorola. This device is super thin, only coming in at 7.1 millimeters thick. It's got a dual-core processor, 1 gigabyte of RAM, support for Verizon LTE, and for the camera you'll get 8 megapixels with 1080p video recording. On the other hand, we've got the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. This is the first smartphone to be shipping with the new Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich. It's got a dual-core processor, gig of RAM, and it's got a massive 4.65-inch display with a Super AMOLED HD resolution. Next, we've got an only a 5 megapixel camera with 1080p video recording. So these are two great devices coming here in the near future. So if you're a fan of Android, you may want to look into picking one of these devices up. Next up, we'll talk about Steve Jobs. So this week, Apple hosted an event in order to celebrate his life, in which Tim Cook, Al Gore, and a couple other speakers were present. Additionally, Coldplay was able to play some music at the end of the event as well. Apple retail stores did close down for a couple of hours in order to see this event live. This week, some more details are emerging about Steve Jobs' final days. According to a report by CNET, Steve was working on Apple's latest product up until the day before he died. So whether or not this was the next iPad, the next iPhone, this truly shows Steve's dedication to his work. Additionally, we're hearing that Steve was not really involved with the iPhone 4S. Instead, he was putting most of his energy into the next iPhone, presumably the iPhone 5, which is expected to have a larger screen and a thinner profile. This week, Apple leaked out clues to an upcoming MacBook Pro refresh on their online store. If you typed in the search term MacBook Pro, a placeholder came up for new MacBook Pro memory. This item would be says it was shipping in November, so this possibly hints at a new MacBook Pro refresh coming in the next couple of weeks. This week, Apple announced that they sold 4 million iPhone 4Ss in the first 3 days of launch. You compare this to the 1.7 million that they sold with the iPhone 4, and they definitely have come a long way. So since the launch of the iPhone 4S, a lot of people have had time to get their hands on Siri now, and it appears that Apple is giving hints to new updates that will be coming to Siri in the future. For example, if you tell Siri to make a voice memo, it will respond telling you that it currently doesn't have the ability to do that, so it possibly hints that Apple will integrate that feature in the near future. So I think we've got a lot of exciting stuff to see with Siri, because Apple's definitely got a lot of potential to make this software much more advanced. And to wrap things up today, Apple did announce this week that they have now hit 180 million iBook downloads, so a lot of people are now reading books on their iOS devices, specifically the iPad. So thanks for taking the time to watch Thursday Thoughts today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below on any of the things that we talked about. Please like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.